Good day, students. I am Charlene B. Fuentes. Our topic for today is all about forms of oral literature during the pre-colonial period. Before we formally discuss our topic, let's have first our objective. So, the students will be able to identify the different oral forms of literature. The students will be able to recognize the value of oral form of literature, and the students will be able to create different oral forms of literature in different perspectives. So, there are periods of Philippine literature, and let us discuss the pre-colonial period. It came into existence before the Spanish colonialization in 1500s. So, the first colonizers who came here in the Philippines is the Spaniards. Before they came here, there was a literature already written for passed orally. Stories were shared orally to young people about life lessons, blessings, and consequences. So actually, this is generation to another generation. Ancient Filipinos too live near food sources such as coastal areas, mountains, sides, and others. So yes, that's correct. Ancient Filipinos, particularly during the pre-colonial period, live in areas that were close to food sources such as coastal areas, mountainsides, rivers, and forests. They depended heavily on fishing, hunting, and gathering of wild plants and fruits for their sustenance. Okay, so there are three forms of literature. First, we have the oral literature. Second, the folk songs. And last, we have the folk tales. Okay, so in oral literature, we have the riddles or bugtong-bugtong. When we say riddle, it is a question or a statement intentionally phrased so as to require ingenuity in ascertaining its answer or meaning. Riddles have been part of Philippine culture even during the pre-colonial period. These riddles are often used as a form of entertainment, a way to test one's wit and intelligence, and even as a means of teaching valuable lessons. These riddles showcase the creativity and intelligence of our ancestors, and they continue to be appreciated and passed down to future generations. Okay, so I have here an example 1. Ako ay may kaibigan, kasama ko kahit saan. So what is the answer, class? Okay, so the answer is anino. Example 2. Tumingin ka sa akin, ang makikita mo ay ikaw din. So what is the answer? Okay, so the answer is salamin. So now let's proceed to Proverbs. When we say Proverbs, it is a wise statements usually given by parents or elders in the community. It is a wise saying that expresses some common truth. Okay, so I have here an example of proverb. Kapag binato ka ng bato, batuhin mo ng tinapay. So, the meaning behind this proverb is that instead of responding with violence or anger when someone treats you badly or hurts you, it is better to respond with kindness and generosity. By throwing bread instead of a stone, you are demonstrating a peaceful and non-violent approach to conflict resolution. Next example, we have actions speak louder than words. So it means that what a person does is more important than what they say. In other words, people's actions show their true intentions and beliefs more clearly than their words do. This proverb is often used to emphasize the importance of taking concrete steps towards achieving a goal rather than just talking about it. It suggests that merely making promises or talking about one's intentions is not enough, and that it is necessary to follow through on those promises with actions. Last example of proverb we have, blood is thicker than water. It means that the bond you share with family is stronger than any other bond. It suggests you should be more committed to your family members than to friends, lovers, co-workers, and etc. So now let's proceed to folk songs. Folk songs are songs that are passed down from generation to generation within a particular culture or community. They are typically simple in structure and are often sung by ordinary people rather than professional musicians. Folk songs can be about a wide variety of topics such as love, nature, history, work, and social issues. Folk music is found all over the world, and each country and region has its own unique styles and traditions. So, there are elements and examples of folk songs. These are lullaby, drinking songs, love songs, religious songs, and songs of death. So, now let's proceed to lullaby. When we say lullaby, it is a quiet, gentle song sung to send a child to sleep. So one of the example of lullaby is Ili Ili Tuluganay. The text is originally in Ilonggo, which is a commonly spoken dialect in Iloilo, generally sung by an older sister or female relative. This lullaby explains to the child that they should sleep as their mother is out buying bread. The melody is a beautiful song which captures Filipino familial values. Next, we have drinking songs. So, when we say drinking songs, it is locally known as tagay and sung during drinking session. Love songs, it is known as harana, used by young men to win the heart of the girl they love. Next, when we say songs of death, it is a lamentation that contain the rule of good deeds done by the dead and can make memorable. So last, we have religious songs. It is a songs or chants given during exorcism or thanksgiving during good harvest. So the last form of oral literature, we have the folk tales. So those are the myth, legend, fable, and epic. So let's have first the myth. When we say myths, those are traditional stories that explain the origins of the world, the gods and goddesses, and the supernatural beings that inhabit it. Philippine myths often feature characters such as Bathala, or the supreme god, Diwata, a fairy-like spirit, and Aswang, a monstrous creature. So there are many Philippine creatures that we found in Philippine literature during the pre-colonial period. So next we have legend. When we say legend, it is a story from the past that is believed by many people but cannot be proved to be true. So Philippine legends often feature heroes and heroines such as Bernardo Carpio, a giant who helps people, or Maria Makiling, a guardian of nature, and Lamang, a warrior with supernatural abilities. So next, let's proceed to fables. When we say fables, it is a narrative form usually featuring animals that behave and speak as human beings, told in order to highlight human follies and weaknesses. A moral or lesson for behavior is woven into the story and often explicitly formulated at the end. I have here an example of fable, the ant and the grasshopper. So the lesson that we get in this story is to work hard and play hard. So it means that there's a time for work and a time for play. Just because you don't think something is important right now, doesn't mean you should ignore it or put it off. It's okay to have fun, but make sure your work is done before. Always be prepared for what's ahead. So the next example of fable, we have the lion, the ass, and the fox. So the lesson that we get in this story is learn from the failures of others. Learn from the misfortunes of others. Failure in life is okay, as long as you learn from it. Take a look at the mistakes of others and take note. It's always important to reflect on what you could have done better or what steps you could avoid in the future. So lastly, we have epic. When we say epic, it is a long narrative poem in elevated style recounting the deeds of a legendary or historical hero. Example here is Hudhud ni Aliguyon. Hudhud ni Aliguyon is an epic poem from the Ifugao people of the Philippines, dating back to pre-colonial times. It tells the story of the hero Aliguyon and his battles against the enemy tribe. Sung during special occasions, the poem was passed down orally through generations and served as a way to preserve the culture and history of the Ifugao people. Okay, so that's all for today. I'm Charlene B. Fuentes. Thank you for watching and God bless everyone.